to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here we go, son. Big stuff, young lady. Let's go. Double tight, guys, double tight. 40, check, 40.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 19-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down, 4 lady. Watch 2. Watch 2. You must be treated. Watch 2, lady. The twins.
Back to throw, Darnold. Pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold complete. It's Henry. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Giants 7, Saints nothing.
Mike 2, young lady. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 5. 2. Watch 2. Push him back. Push him back. 2's the mic. They said.
To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half.
Here we go. Hey, Charlie. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Coming to you. Coming to you. Mike one. Mike one. Ready? Begin. Begin. Begin.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 21 yards there on third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, D. Mike 2. Mike 2. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
From the 22, Darnold. Open man is Galladay, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Saints.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Darnold. That's to McCaffrey, complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Darnold now to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack on first down, Darnold. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Darnold now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Room to run past midfield. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On first down, Darnold. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike 2, you're not ready, lady. Out.
Here's Darnold. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Man, 80. Check. Check 26, check 26.
Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the whip.
Running right, Jones. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 70 ending. Get in the weight room. Check. 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 Okay. Switch.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the Giants send out their punter now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check three. Slam.
Again, it's Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, that carry just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The bus had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your cuts. You've got to get some of those grimy yards, don't you?
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Saints. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Open man, it's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We got it. Back.
Out of the shotgun is Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 3.
2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Shit.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, the intended receiver there, Allen. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, they'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go, young lady. Watch one. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Bravo.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. Cooper's got it. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Darnold completes it. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
We're going to sign.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And able to connect with Berrios. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, the pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Mike 9. Hey, we got. Hey, exit. Mike 9. It's just me and you.
Here's Darnold. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Daron Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you.
This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Check, crunch. Tighten up. Check. Check the backer. 66, bullet, half.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Here we go. Set. Took the outlaw. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check 37.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will be brought brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. On that last carry, he just passed LaDainian Tomlinson, Charles, on the all-time NFL rushing list.
And congratulations to him, and I'm sure LT would probably applaud him as well. But he'd also ask him, as well as you carried it, could you throw it like I could too?
LT, though, finished his career at 13,684, and now he's soaring past that. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Here's Jones, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold now in desperation. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Jones. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Well, the jet sweep, this is Godwin. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Jones. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Giants, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.